Hey guys, welcome to day 4 of the Peace Came Down devotional as we take time and just prepare our hearts and our minds for Christmas and what all is a part of that. And I'm really excited about this, guys. I hope that this is drawing you a little bit closer to Christ and helping you to see the grand picture, if you will, of the story of Christmas, because the story of Christmas is so much more than just Jesus in a manger. So I hope that you're seeing that. I hope that you're grabbing hold of that, and I hope that this is helping you in all of that. So day 4, as we are looking at all of this, as we are preparing our hearts and our minds, we've looked at how we were made for peace and how God created us in peace and good and in Eden and all of that. And then last time we looked at how sin entered the world and we fell from that, and now the world and everything in it lives under this curse of sin. And we've got to wrap our minds around that. And now we're going to look at a little more specifically at how this affects us. And we're going to be in Romans chapter 5, and we're going to look just a little bit. Romans chapter 5, verse 12. It says this. It says, "Therefore, just as sin came into the world through one man, and death through sin, and so death spread to all men because all sinned." You see, here's the thing that we've got to understand. It's one thing to say, yes, the world is broken. Yes, sin is playing a massive part in the world. It's one thing to say all of that. It's something else to say, I have been formed by sin also. I have been changed by sin. Sin has infected me. It's very easy to point out the sins of others. It's very difficult for us to stop and to look right here and to say, you know what? I am a sinner. I am a sinful person. And this is really and truly, this is just a nasty family trait. That's what this is. It is a family trait passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation. And there's not a single person who has ever not had that trait except one, and that was Jesus. Now, we're all flawed. We're all broken. And we are all changed because of sin. And I think so many times we forget about that. We love to think of ourselves as being perfect. We love to think of ourselves as being right, as having things together, as being completely self-sufficient. Okay? That's what we like to do. We like to think of ourselves that way. But when we look at Scripture, that's not the case. We are horribly and terribly broken because of sin. We have been shaped in this world because of our sin. And every single person has. So the people in your family who drive you nuts, they have been affected by sin. Your loved ones, your wife or your husband, they have been affected by sin. You yourself has been affected by sin. And because of that, we all as individuals are horribly and terribly broken. And we need to remember that. We need to remember that on our own, we can't do it. We can't make it. We are not good enough. But there was one who was. And Jesus came, and he came down and lived among us and did all of this so that we could find freedom from our sin. And that's what this is about. Christmas is all about Jesus coming down to take away the sins of the world. Because when Christ came, he brought peace back down with him so that you and I can experience the peace that goes beyond understanding, the peace that comes only from God. And even though we're broken and even though we are sinful people, Jesus has come so that we can find relief from that. So I hope that this helps you guys. Love to hear your comments. Love to know kind of your thoughts on all of this. So leave a comment. Let me know. I'm really curious to know what you guys are thinking through all of this. But until then, I just want to say I love you guys, grateful for you, and I pray that this is helpful for you today. We'll see you tomorrow.